Hey YouTubers, Glenda here. This is my, I think, third attempt to get this video made for you. I recorded the whole video this morning at 8 o'clock and it wouldn't come off my video camera. I went to have my hair cut and I was going to come back and do the video again. Ended up having to go back up there, have my hair recut 2 more times, so 3 haircuts today to get it back to the shape that it's supposed to be because she cut it wrong the first time. Okay, so here's what's going on. I am extremely concerned about the tensions between the U.S. and Russia. We are on the brink of war. I don't know any other way to put it to you. And the Lord has laid a message on my heart about this and some things to tell you. So, and some of it has to do with the nuclear attack vision that I had back in December 2008. So I went back, combing back through my journals, and I have probably 60 or 80 of these journals filled from 1997, going through them, trying to find, where I had the vision. I can't find it. But the good thing about visions is the details are clearly etched on your spirit, so you can always recall. I just wanted to see if I'd made any other comments in there. And I thought I saw it at one point, and then I lost it. So anyway, here's what's going on. Y'all remember that I had the famine visions. I had 2 or 3 famine visions around the same time. Well, I found those in the journal. And I had written down something that I had forgotten when I had the visions. I wrote down, I think this is connected to a nuclear attack. Because of the way the vision felt and things that I saw in the vision, I felt that it was the famine was because we had been attacked with nuclear missiles. So that's one thing I want to share with you. I had the famine visions and the nuclear attack vision very close together. They were within the same month. They might have been in the same 2-week period. I can't remember. That was one of the things I wanted to look at. And I'll keep looking at those. Okay. With the nuclear attack vision, I was shown that we had no warning. There was no warning. But this morning, I was shown why we have no warning. I've been praying about this for days, y'all. Just incessantly, nonstop. Lord, please show me more. Please show me more. I can't warn your people if I don't know what's coming. The Russians and/or Chinese, because China is going to attack us too eventually, or we're going to attack them. I'm not sure. They have the knowledge and the capability to turn off our communication system before they attack us. They will do this because by turning off our communication system, we're delayed in or disabled from attacking them back. So they can destroy us without suffering any of the consequences to their own country and their own people. Okay? If you were going to start a nuclear war, that would be the way to do it. Destroy the other guy, but make it so he can't destroy you back. Okay. I was shown this very clearly yesterday, that they not only know how to do it, but this is their plan. They know how to do it already. Y'all know all the hacking stuff and all the different stuff that's gone on. They have the knowledge to do this. Okay. I'm looking at my notes. I got a couple of pages of notes right here. In the missile vision, where I saw the skyscraper and I saw the party going on inside, and then I was taken back from the building and I looked up at the nighttime sky and I saw a missile coming straight for the skyscraper, and I was like, they don't even know this is coming. They have no idea that there's a missile heading for them right now. The missile vision, the party going on inside, felt like a holiday party. It felt like a holiday party. I remember that. I thought it was around the holidays, sometime around the holidays, November, December. It felt like a holiday party. And that always stayed with me. And around the holidays ever since, I'll be like, is this the year? The other thing, and this was confirmed to me yesterday morning when I was praying about it, we will be attacked at night. That vision, part of what it was supposed to show me was we will be attacked at night. We will not see it coming. We will not get we won't be sitting watching the 10 o'clock news and get, hey, Russia's firing on us, there's nukes coming our way. No, we will get nothing. we will get no warning because they're going to shut our comms down where no one is warned, no one knows what's coming, and we can't fight back. Okay? Now, this means that most likely one of these nights, it could be tonight, it could be tomorrow night, it could be next month. We don't know when it's coming, but we do know it is coming. It is coming. We're going to go to bed, and a lot of us are not going to wake up the next morning on earth. Okay? Now, this is the message that the Lord gave me to give to you. Live today like it's your last day. Live tomorrow like it's your last day. If you knew that you were going to go to bed tonight and you were never going to wake up and see the people you love again or hear from them or anything else, what would you do today? What would you say to them today? That's what He wants you to do. Any wrongs that you have done against another person, do your best to make them right. Anyone who is offended at you, this is why Satan doesn't want you to have this message, y'all. Anyone who is offended at you, try to make it right. Even if you have to apologize for something you're not guilty of. It does not matter. Do you hear me? It does not matter. We are Christians. We are children of the King. We are expected to behave in particular ways. We have to raise up to a higher standard than other people. It took me a long time to figure that out. I was just a slow learner. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. Okay? Don't let it go down. Tonight, tomorrow night, every night. You do not let that sun go down and you be angry at somebody or somebody be angry at you. You make it right. Because if someone is offended at you and you don't make it right, they may die in unforgiveness and be kept out of heaven because of something that is partially your fault, and you will have to answer for that. And some people have been shown that you're not allowed into heaven either if you do that. I don't know. God has not told me that, but I'm just saying, make it right. Okay? Whatever you are going to do for God, do it now. Don't wait. Do it now. Okay? Y'all listen to me on this. Please listen to me. Tell the people that you love them. Because you may not get another chance. They may be the people that don't wake up the next day, or you may be among the people that don't wake up the next day. We can't be taking chances anymore. We got to do this now. Y'all, we've talked about this for years, the stuff that's coming. We have talked about the destruction that's coming for years. We are facing it. We are staring death in the face. Russia hates us. They think we're a bunch of idiots, which our government, our president is an idiot. And when you have an idiot running the White House, this is what happens. And part of the way that God judges wicked nations is He gives them evil leaders, or He puts idiots over them. Read the Bible; it's in there. Remember the one guy that who was it? Hezekiah, that ate grass for 7 years? He turned into an idiot, and his kingdom was taken from him. I'm just saying, it's in the Bible; it's all in there. And people, I know there are people that say, "Oh, God would never allow America to be attacked." We have already been attacked. We were attacked on 9/11 by whoever. I don't know if it's, I don't know. I don't know who orchestrated all that, but we have already been attacked. We are being attacked in other places. Our ships were fired on, whatever. God allowed His own temple, His beloved city of Jerusalem, to be destroyed because His people turned from Him. They turned, and He sent many, many warnings to the people, trying to get them to repent, and telling him that they were. This was going to happen, that He was going to do this. If He will not spare His own temple, He will not spare His own city of Jerusalem, He is not going to spare America, who's going the other way from Him as fast as she can. Okay, y'all know I just released a book called No Longer Mine, which is just a collection of all the words to America in chronological order. Nicole wrote composed some original music for my little ad that I play on my podcast about that book. When she sat down and started composing the music, what she does is she plays the ad wording that I have. When she started composing the music, she had a vision that left her weeping. She said grief hit her spirit so hard. And she saw a vision of the Statue of Liberty, and it was all covered with debris and dirt and seaweed, and it was all leaning over in the water. And she was just devastated. She contacted me right away and she said, I don't know what's going on, but. And of course, we know it's a sign of what's coming. But God was sharing his grief with her at what is coming. It breaks his heart to have to condemn someone. He breaks his heart. Be kind to other people. You don't know when the last time is you're going to see them. Live every day like it's your last. Live today like today's your last day, okay? What would you do? Every time I think about, okay, what would I do today if today was my last day? The first thing I think of is tell the people I love that I love them. Don't stay bitter and offended, and don't allow other people to stay offended at you. Do whatever you have to do to make that right. Do everything you can do. Y'all, I just came through what I call the forgiveness cycle, and God's taken me through this more than once, because I used to have a real bad anger problem, where he just starts telling me the names of people. I want you to apologize to them. And I'm like, Lord, what do I say? And he gives me the words to say. And in a lot of the cases, and especially the first time that this happened, I was like, Lord, they did something to me. And he's like, no, you apologize. I'm like, okay. And I just did what he said. And a lot of the people that, I hadn't done anything to, or I had, they didn't respond. They didn't want anything to do with me. Okay, that's sad and that's not a good thing, but I did what I was supposed to do. You clean up your side of the street. You keep your side of the street clean, and you need to do it every day. This is important, y'all. We're fixing to be standing before that judgment seat. We're going to stand before him, and we're going to answer for what we didn't do as much as what we did do. This is the message that he's giving me to give you right now. Make the wrongs right and start living every day as if it's your last. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. Okay, this is really important. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. There is a reason that is in the Bible. It's not just good advice. It's his word. I asked my friend who's retired military, spent many years in the military doing intel. I said, there has to be a reason why they're going to attack us at night. And he said, there is, We're least ready at night. The troops are usually relaxing. They've already spent their energy during the day. And the fact that if we get hit with something nuclear that shuts all the power down, then they're looking at the prospect of, we got to go out in the dark now and handle all this. And not that they're not big, strong men, they are. But a lot of them are young men, y'all. They're young. They're not seasoned veterans. Most of our seasoned veterans are dying off. Or they're retired and they're having their golden years. They're not fighting with the troops. These are mostly younger people for the most part. So it's demoralizing. He also said, and I had already seen in the spirit that yesterday when I was praying about this, that when this happens, that other attacks will rise up from within the U.S. And I was like, what is that about? He said, that there will be other operatives that they have already in place that will at that time rise up and start to take control, which is what they're after, is to take control of the land and the people. And he said they'll come out of the woodwork to do their missions, which will be to implement control as fast as they can while everybody is in chaos. He said they will butcher everything that moves or is in range for maximum effect and to get control as quickly as possible. If you're standing out in your front yard fixing to protest and you see your neighbors gunned down, you're going to shut up pretty quick. Am I right? That's what he's talking about. And then he said, after that, on top of that, we're going to have the demonic is going to rise up at the same time to make it worse. And, we're probably going to experience that with that one word that the Lord gave us about, we're going to see things we've never seen before. We're going to see things that are really terrifying, of a demonic nature, of a spiritual nature. Okay, now I want to tell y'all about one more thing. This happened yesterday afternoon. I was just sitting there just, working on some stuff, looking at some stuff on the computer. I don't remember exactly what I was looking at, but it was nothing related. I was not praying, and this came out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, I couldn't breathe, and I was like, and I was trying to get my breath, and I started seeing in the spirit. Here's what I got. I had been, all I've prayed about for days is this thing with Russia. And what I got was gas thick in the air. I can't breathe. There are bodies lying everywhere. It creates an acid taste in the mouth. The air is not clear. Chaos. People are panicking, and for good reason. We have been attacked, I hear. Chemical warfare. Get into your houses and await further instructions. I feel a terrible dread in my spirit about this. I typed this up right after the vision happened. I feel a terrible dread in my spirit about this. Women are on their knees screaming over their dead children. Sirens are blaring everywhere. Planes. I heard a lot of planes flying overhead. I didn't know whose planes they were. I didn't look up. I felt utter chaos and this feeling of being trapped. I kept feeling trapped. It began burning my throat and my lungs, and when I began gagging and choking, then I snapped out of it. The vision stopped. I knew that I was in American City. I knew there was a schoolyard not too far from where I was, so it may have been the center of a city or something like that. There were buildings all around me. I was not in the countryside. I knew that it was terrorist related or was being blamed on terrorists. I am not sure it was actually done by terrorists. And I felt trapped again. Where do you go when there's no clean air to breathe? I'm sure that's where the trap feeling came from. My daughter, tell my people this attack is coming. It is coming in the Midwest, and it will happen soon. Many lives will be lost. The enemy will gain many souls this day because they are not watching and praying, and it takes them suddenly. Many will lose faith in me this day because of lost loved ones in the attack. Tell them. I did some research on chemical warfare because I know zilch about it. And I found a couple of things. One, there's a gas called phosgen that is just deadly. But another thing, one that's very popular that can be dropped from planes is mustard gas. And apparently, when Saddam Hussein attacked the Kurds, he used something similar, but he mixed it with something that killed them. Mustard gas doesn't kill you right away. Mustard gas usually kills you by pneumonia because the inside of your lungs get covered with blisters, your throat, everything's all blistered, your skin blisters, and so it sets up pneumonia. But if you mix something really deadly with it, then it could, of course, kill you. Mustard gas usually takes a few days to kill. So, that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm going to try to upload this video now because after like 3 tries, it's getting pretty tiring trying to get the word out there to you. I hope that this is helpful to y'all. Please remember what I said, please. Don't let the sun go down on your anger. I know this is a word for somebody. There's a man listening to this video. You're watching this video. You're an African American man, and you're very angry at 2 people. You're very angry. You've been angry at them for a little while. It has to do with your work. Sir, the Lord is saying you have to let that go. Let that go, son. Let that go. This is of me. Let this go. Let it go. It's not worth it. Let it go. He said, let it go. I'll bring you something better. Don't let the sun go down on your anger tonight. Make the wrongs right. Apologize to people that you've offended, even if what happened was not your fault. Apologize anyway. Humble yourself and apologize because God will be pleased and He will bless you. And if you don't, that's going to be, it's going to be like blood on your hands if you don't do what you're supposed to do. Tell the people that you love them. Do whatever you're going to do for God. Do it now. Do it now. Don't wait. Don't wait because we're out of time. I really think we're out of time, y'all. And I don't know, this thing could take 5-10 years to play out, but the urgency in my spirit's not saying that. I'm not willing to take a chance. I'm going to do all of these things. I hope that you will too. Somebody needs to hear this message because the devil fought me so hard on this video. So hard. But I leave you with that. Live today like it's your last day. If it's already nighttime, say a lot of prayers and live tomorrow like it's your last. it hasn't escaped my notice that, this is October 18th, so we're moving into the holiday season. Funny thing, not funny, but I keep remembering what my friend Sue Hudson said last year. She's married to Jay Hudson, the one that gave the prophecy on the Wings show about that Obama's not going to leave office, that he's going to do something so he can declare a martial law. He's trying to provoke Russia, is one of the things he's doing, but I'm sure he's not above orchestrating an inside attack to make it look like the terrorists did it so he can declare martial law that way. He's not going to leave office. The election is just, it didn't really matter what happens in the election, because I don't think he's going to leave office. Well, I forgot what I was going to say to y'all now. Anyway, I guess I'll say it in another video because I can't remember it now. It's gone. Must not have been important. Do what you need to do today. Live each day like it's your last day. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you about Sue. Last year, I can't remember what she was doing, and she said it hit her spirit, and she suddenly turned to, I think, Jay, her husband, and she said, "This is the last Christmas." I remember her telling me about it on the phone. She said, "This is the last Christmas where it's going to be a normal Christmas. We're going to be able to, celebrate and have a normal Christmas." She said, "This is the last one." And I remember when she said that, it hitting my spirit, and I remember thinking, she's right. It's the last one. Is it? I don't know for sure. I just remember feeling something in my spirit when she said that. So it could be. I guess we are in a season of chaos. And I think what that means is that everything that happens, chaos is going to enter into it. We have the presidential election now, and chaos has ensued in that. And, all the protests, chaos ensued in that. I think everything that starts to happen, chaos is going to enter into it and just kind of blow it up. So that's not anything to look forward to, but something to be aware of. I'm sure God will instruct us on that, and He'll tell us what to do. And something else, I did want to tell y'all this, is I was going through my journals. It was interesting. I was kind of glancing over the words that God had given me, because He used to talk to me constantly, all the time about the start of this ministry and different things. And I noticed that He would give me a word like 2 typed pages long, and I'd have it taped into my journal where He'd be saying, "Okay, I want you to do this and this and this, and this is what's going on." And I would say, "Yeah, but Lord, what about this? What about this?" And I would be asking Him about stuff that I was working on, writing my column back then. I had a bunch of articles published in newspapers and magazines. And I would say, "Well, what about this? What about, And that wasn't what He wanted to talk about. And I kept trying, because the devil was distracting me, I kept saying, "Well, Lord, what about this?" Instead of focusing on what He was telling me was important. When He's given us a word, that's what is important right then. That's what we need to work on. That's where He wants us to focus. And I thought, Lord, I spent years doing that. I know I did. But we're still doing that. The devil comes in and distracts us, because the devil knows how important now is. He knows his time is short. He knows. He knows a lot better than we do how late the hour is. Nobody knows the exact, day and hour that Jesus is going to return. But the devil can see things that we can't see going on, like in heaven and stuff, so he knows when it's drawing close. He knows his time is running out. So he's attacking harder than ever before. One of the things he's going to attack you with is unforgiveness and bitterness. And you really don't want to go there right now. Okay, that's all I got for y'all. I hope that this is a help to you. I hope that this is a blessing to somebody. Live every day like it's your last. Don't let the sun go down in your anger. Thanks for watching. God bless you.